Hello. So good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll see the point form of Gauss law. Okay, up to this we have seen actually the applications of Gauss law when we are considering the symmetrical conditions. Okay, means when we are considering the line charge, surface charge, that is sheet charge. Okay, means we are considering the symmetrical conditions, but when we are considering the unsymmetrical condition or unsymmetrical problem, then how this Gauss law can be applied, that is also called the point form of Gauss law. Okay, so just wait, I'm sharing screen now. So is screen visible now? Is screen visible? Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, madam.
So here, this is application of Gauss law. What happened? This is application of Gauss law to unsymmetrical problems. To unsymmetrical problems, or it is also called point form of Gauss law. Mostly this is called the point form of Gauss law. Point form of Gauss law. Okay, so everyone concentrate, okay, because very important concept. Okay, so consider here the Cartesian coordinate system first. Okay, x, y, and z axis. Now consider one rectangle. Now consider one rectangle. You draw this correctly. Actually, on slate, all diagrams are not clear here. Okay, so actually it is not a straight, but you draw this correctly. Okay, you draw it correctly as a straight line. Okay, so just imagine one rectangle. Not okay. Okay. Now you can consider the x, y, and z axis. Okay. Now consider one rectangle. Okay, consider one rectangle. So this is one small closed surface. Okay, it is one small closed surface. Okay, that is a rectangular box. As I am considering a small or differential surface, I'll give the differential length as here this line is in x direction, right? This upper line is in x direction, right? This one is also in x direction. So I'll take this as delta x. Okay, I'll take this as delta x. This horizontal one is in y direction. Therefore, I'll take this as delta y. Okay, and this vertical one is in z direction. Therefore, I'll take this as delta z. Okay, now I want to find the electric flux density here at point P. Okay, so I consider one point P, which is placed at the center. Okay, this point P is placed at the center of this rectangle, and this point P is having coordinates, point P having coordinates x, y, and z. Point P is having coordinates x, y, and z because this point P is placed at the center of the rectangle. Okay. Now, I want to write the equation for the electric flux density for point P, which is placed at the center. At the center, so this d bar, I'll write here d bar at point P. D bar at point P is given as this d bar is equal to. So this is the center. This point P is the center of your rectangle, right? Therefore, when we are writing any vector, when I write vector a bar, I am writing here as ax into a bar x, right? Plus a bar y, plus az a bar z. Is it correct? Right? आपण एखादा वेक्टर असंच लिहितो ना in Cartesian coordinate system. Okay. So we have to write the vector d bar in the same way, but by considering center here. Okay. So this d bar can be written as dx0 into unit vector a bar x plus dy0 into unit vector a bar y plus dz0 into unit vector a bar z. Okay. Now we have to apply the Gauss law here. So applying Gauss law, applying Gauss law here. So what is Gauss law? What is Gauss law? In integral form, Q is equal to closed surface integral of this d bar dot ds bar, right? Closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar. Now, this is the closed surface integral, right? It is closed surface integral. Can anyone tell me how many sides are there for this rectangle? How many sides are there for the rectangle? Yes, for rectangle, how many sides are there? Anyone? Only 32 students are present. Okay, out of them, I am one. Means only 31. So anyone? किती असतात rectangle sides? Is anyone present in lecture? Yes, 6 sides. Okay, so for rectangle, there are 6 sides. So I am considering this side, okay, this side as front one, okay, as front one. Then back to that point P is the back side. Then top side, bottom side, left side, and right side. Okay, so these are the 6 sides for this rectangle. So this closed surface integral of this d bar dot ds bar, this d bar dot ds bar can be divided into 6 integrals. Okay, it can be divided into 6 integrals. So it is equal to the front side integral of d bar dot ds bar plus front plus back of again d bar dot ds bar plus top of d bar dot ds bar plus bottom of d bar dot ds bar plus left and right, left of d bar dot ds bar and plus right of d bar dot ds bar. Okay, means this closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar is the sum of all sides integral. Okay, is sum of all sides integral. Okay, so first we'll consider now, we'll differentiate for the first integral. We'll see the first we'll see the first integral first and we'll integrate first that one. So all of you note this first, then I'll clear this. When you complete this, tell me immediately. Okay, clear? झालंय का लिहून? Okay, I'm erasing the part. So I'll keep this diagram as it is because it will be required for understanding. Okay, now as we have considered now the 6 sides, we have to write the equations now. Okay, one by one. Now consider the front side only. Consider only front side here. Okay, so integration for the front side of this d bar dot ds bar is equal to, so it is given as d bar front. It is given as d bar front dot as we are considering this ds, instead of ds we are considering now delta, right? So it is delta s bar for front side. Okay, it is given as d bar front dot delta s bar front. Okay, so it is equal to now d bar front. Now tell me which is the perpendicular vector to the front side. Which is the perpendicular vector to front side? Yes. Which is perpendicular vector to front side? Yes. Perpendicular vector to front side. Sagar. Yes, anyone? So, is my arrow visible for you?
Yes.
Okay. So, this side I am showing, okay, is your front side. Okay. Delta y and delta z जिथे लिहिले ना, that is your front side. Okay. So, for front side, which is the perpendicular vector?
A bar x.
A bar
X.
x. Correct. So, because it is showing the y and z axis. Okay. So, perpendicular vector is a bar x. So, we can write this d bar as dx into unit vector a bar x dot. Now tell me what is the differential surface area for this front side? So which sides are present? Delta y and delta z side are present, right? So it is delta y, delta z into unit vector, again a bar x, right? Current perpendicular vector. Okay. Now take the dot product. Okay. So a bar x dot a bar x is equal to 1. So it is dx into delta y and delta z. Okay. समजलंय का?
Yes.
I'll remove this also. Okay. Now we have to write equation for this dx. Okay. So this dx for the front side. Okay. Dx for the front side. So this dx front is given as, okay, remember this equation, कारण हा फॉर्म्युलाच आहे. Okay, this dx front is equal to, it is equal to, आपण काय फाइंड करतोय, इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स डेन्सिटी D. ओके, इन x डिरेक्शन प्लस x डिरेक्शन कुठे, तर फ्रंट साइडला. ओके, सो it is given as dx 0 plus it is the distance from point P to the front side. Okay, it is distance from point P to the front side. So what is the distance from point P to the front side? Can anyone tell me? Point P कुठे लोकेटेड आहे, सेंटरला. करेक्ट. मग पॉइंट P पासून फ्रंट साइड पर्यंतचं डिस्टन्स किती असेल?
डेल्टा एक्स.
डेल्टा एक्स कोणतं डिस्टन्स आहे? कंप्लीट एक्स, बरोबर. कंप्लीट त्या रेक्टँगलचं म्हणजे एक्स ऍक्सिसचं डिस्टन्स आहे. पण पॉइंट P कुठे आहे आपला? सेंटरला, बरोबर. सेंटरला आहे ना, म्हणजे पॉइंट P पासून फ्रंट साइडला हाफ डिस्टन्स आहे आणि पॉइंट P पासून बॅक साइडला हाफ डिस्टन्स आहे. करेक्ट आहे का? येस ऑर नो? समजतंय का? हे बघा, ह्या दिस इज युअर डेल्टा एक्स. ओके, दिस इज युअर डेल्टा एक्स, बरोबर. पॉइंट P कुठे आहे? सेंटरला. म्हणजे काय असणार आहे, इकडे किती असणार आहे डेल्टा एक्स अपॉन 2 आणि इथे किती असणार आहे डेल्टा एक्स अपॉन 2. इज इट क्लिअर नाउ? क्लिअर ऑर नो? Okay, once again I will tell you. Okay. So consider this is your x-axis. Okay, x-axis. So this is small section of your rectangle which is in x-axis, which is in direction of x-axis. So that is delta x. Okay, हा rectangle चा x direction. Okay. So where your point P is located? Point P is located somewhere here, but it is at the center of rectangle. Okay, म्हणजे कुठल्या पण ऍक्सिस पासून तुम्ही आला तरी तो कुठे आहे सेंटरला, बरोबर. तर पॉइंट P पासून समजा ही तुमची फ्रंट साइड आहे आणि ही आहे ती बॅक साइड आहे. ओके, सो P पासून फ्रंट साइडला गेला किती डिस्टन्स आहे डेल्टा एक्स अपॉन 2, करेक्ट ना? करेक्ट. आणि फ्रंट पॉइंट P पासून बॅकला गेला किती डिस्टन्स आहे डेल्टा एक्स अपॉन 2. समजलंय का? अरे बाळांनो, येस और नो at least give me reply so that I will understand and your time will be saved. Okay, because this derivation requires 1 hour. Okay, so it is equal to plus delta x upon 2 means it is the distance. I'll first write in words so that you will understand. It is the distance from front side to point P. Okay, into rate of change of this dx into rate of change of dx with respect to x. Okay, with respect to, okay, so we can write this dx front as, this dx front can be written as dx0 plus distance from front side to point P is delta x divided by 2 into rate of change of this dx, that is dabba dx divided by dabba x with respect to x. Okay, so I'll write now the whole equation because here we have written only for dx front. Okay, dx front. So I'll write for whole. So here, or you can only consider here dx, so that confusion will be avoided. Okay, so we'll take now the integration for the front side of d bar dot ds bar, which is equal to dx. And what is dx? Dx is equal to dx0 plus delta x upon 2 into dabba dx divided by dabba x, right? Into what is this? It is delta y delta z. That is the differential surface area. Okay, clear? Is this equation clear for you?
Hello.
Ha, yes.
dx नॉट कसं आलं ते सांगा.
dx नॉट आहे ना, हे जे सेंटरला आहे ना पॉइंट P ला, dx नॉट कन्सिडर केले आपण. ओके, पॉइंट P साठी dx0 कन्सिडर केलं. कारण आपण काय करतोय, ही जी फ्रंट साइड आहे ते सगळे मेजर्स कुठून घेतोय, पॉइंट P कन्सिडर करून घेतोय की जो सेंटरला लोकेट झालाय. त्यासाठी आपण सेंटर साठी हे dx0 घेतलं. ओके, आणि
Yes.
हा फॉर्म्युला आहे, हा फॉर्म्युलाच आहे. म्हणजे तुम्हाला dx फ्रंट साइड साठी फाइंड करायचंय ना, तर त्यासाठी हा फॉर्म्युलाच आहे. ओके, समजलं इथपर्यंत सगळ्यांना?
Yes.
Okay. Now similarly, you just give equation numbers there. Okay, equation numbers according to your convenience. Now we have to find for the back side. इथपर्यंत लिहिले का? म्हणजे मी हे क्लिअर करते. Similarly, I will write for the back side. Okay. Now integration of this d bar dot ds bar for the back side. Okay, so it is similarly can be written as d bar back dot this delta s bar back. Okay, now for d bar backside, so can anyone tell me which vector is perpendicular to the backside? So here, this is your backside, this side, backside. So which is the perpendicular vector now?
X-axis.
Yes, x is your perpendicular vector. So, but what is the unit vector?
A bar x.
A bar x. So, is this a bar x positive or negative?
Positive.
Positive. Why positive? Why positive? Front side ला मी plus a bar x घेतलं. का घेतलं? Because, just concentrate here. Because here is point P, right? So when you are coming to the front side, you are coming in positive x direction, right? Na? Right? When you are coming to the front side, you are coming in positive x direction. But when you are going to the back side, you have to go in negative x direction, na? Right? So this is your point P. So if you come to the front side, you are coming in this direction. But when you are going to the back side, in which direction you are going?
Negative.
Negative x direction. So you have to consider that vector as minus a bar x. Okay. So here for this d bar, just wait. Actually for d bar back, we have to take a minute. When we are considering the surface, when we are considering the yes, okay, just a minute. Actually for d bar म्हणजे जेव्हा आपण सरफेस कन्सिडर करणार आहे, सरफेस, that time we have to consider their minus a bar x because we are going towards that surface. When we are considering this electric flux density, that density is entering, it is what we can say, it is entering from backside. Okay, that's why कारण आपण पॉइंट P हा जो आहे तो सेंटरला कन्सिडर केला आणि ज्यावेळी आपण बॅक सरफेस कन्सिडर करू, बॅक सरफेस when we will consider, that time it will be entering from that back. Okay, entering from that back, that's why it is considered plus a bar x. Okay, plus a bar x. So for dx, it is only dx into a bar x. It is dx into plus a bar x. But when we are going for the surface, that time it is considered as minus a bar x. Okay. So again here the differential surface area will be delta y and delta z, right? Horizontal and vertical side into unit vector a bar x into unit vector a bar x. Okay. So remember this because sometimes the mistakes may happen here. Okay, it is not for flux density. Okay. So again, your a bar x dot a bar x is equal to 1, but sign will be negative here. So this equation becomes minus dx into delta y and delta z. Okay. Now we have to again find this dx. Okay. But dx for backside. Dx for backside. So this dx can be given as, again it is dx 0, then now again we are going in back direction, right? We are going in back direction. So can anyone tell me what will be that equation? dx 0 नंतर काय असेल?
Minus.
Yes, correct. It is minus delta x upon 2, na? Yes. So it is minus delta x upon 2 into, again it will be rate of change of that dx with respect to x. So it is daba dx with respect to x again. Okay. Now we can write complete equation for the back side. So this back of this d bar dot ds bar is equal to minus dx. Okay. So this is minus into bracket. So what is dx? Dx is dx0 minus delta x upon 2 into daba dx upon daba x. Okay. Into this dy and delta y and delta z. Okay. So just multiply by minus sign. So integration for back side of this d bar dot ds bar is equal to minus dx0 into minus dx0. I'll take the bracket and plus delta x divided by 2 into daba dx divided by daba x, and out of bracket it is delta y and delta z. Okay. समजलंय का? आणि हे इक्वेशन्स व्यवस्थित वाचा. इथून पुढे प्रोसिजर इझी आहे. ओके. सो इफ यू अंडरस्टँड दिस वन then no problem. Okay. Now just add these two equations for the front side and back side. So adding or combining front and back integrals. Front and back integrals. So we'll get integration for the front side of this d bar dot ds bar plus integration for back side of d bar dot ds bar is equal to, now front side साठी काय होतं, प्लस होते सगळे, राईट ना? इट वॉज प्लस dx0 plus delta x upon 2 into daba dx divided by daba x into delta y and delta z, right? And now for backside it is again plus into bracket minus dx 0, okay, plus delta x upon 2 dabba dx upon dabba x, and out of bracket delta y delta z. Okay, so note this correctly. Completed? Can I erase?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will erase all. Only last term I will keep. So now we have to take the common. So final answer I'll write there. So just to take the addition here. So here delta y and delta z are common here, right? So we can just cancel these two terms, dx0 and minus dx0, right? So these are two same terms. Okay, these are two same terms. So it is 2 into delta x upon 2 into dabba dx divided by dabba x into delta y and delta z. Okay, delta y and delta z. Just a minute. Hello, am I audible? Hello, audible na?
Yes.
Okay. So delta x and delta y. Okay, so this 2 will get cancelled, and you will get only here dabba dx upon dabba x into delta x, delta y and delta z. Okay, up to this point clear? This is for the front plus back. Okay, front plus back. Now similarly, we can write these equations for the top and bottom and left and right side. Okay, so similarly, here integration for the right of d bar dot ds bar plus left for d bar dot ds bar is equal to, now just check that diagram. Now I erased that. But if you check the diagram, just tell me when we are considering the right side. Okay, when we are considering the right side, okay, and left side of the rectangle. Okay, this one side left side, this one side right side. When we consider these two sides, just tell me which is the perpendicular vector. Which is the perpendicular vector?
A bar y.
A bar y, correct. X-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So, या दोनला left side ला आणि right side ला. So, axis perpendicular is a bar y. Okay. So, here we are considering with respect to y. With respect to y, right now, delta y. Therefore, it is given as dabba dy. Dabba dy divided by dabba y into again the same volume, that is delta x, delta y and delta z. Three terms will be common everywhere, only your this partial differentiation quantity will change there. Okay, now similarly we can write for the top and bottom. Okay, so integration for of the top surface for d bar dot ds bar plus integration for the bottom of d bar dot ds bar is equal to, now tell me for top and bottom, this is your top surface, this is your bottom surface. So which is the perpendicular vector here?
A bar z.
A bar z. Then what will be the equation?
Dabba
Dabba dz divided by dabba z into delta x, delta y and delta z. Okay. So now we have to combine all three equations. Okay, means combining all your 6 sides. Okay, so you just combine according to your equations, because I am not given here the equation numbers. Okay, so I'll take the closed surface integral of this d bar dot ds bar, which is the addition of first we consider front side, right? I'll write only in small of d bar dot ds bar plus integration for back of d bar dot ds bar plus integration for right and left and top and bottom. Okay, so add all these 6 integrals. So you will get here it is equal to first that is del by dx divided by del by x into delta x delta y delta z plus del by dy divided by del by y into delta x delta y and delta z and plus del by dz divided by del by z into delta x delta y and delta z. Okay, so this closed surface integral of this d bar dot ds bar is equal to, now this delta x delta y and delta z is common here, so I'll take this outside. So remaining quantities are del by dx divided by del by x plus del by dy divided by del by y and plus del by dz divided by del by z into delta x delta y and delta z. Okay, so this is equal to again del by dx divided by del by x plus del by dy divided by del by y plus del by dz divided by del by z into this term is nothing but volume. Okay, because we are taking this dx dy and dz is the volume of that rectangle, so we can write this as delta v. We can write this as delta v here. Okay, so write it fastly. थोडंसं इक्वेशन राहिले. So up to that point, I'll clear the left side. Okay, then actually for better approximation means म्हणजे for getting the correct value. Okay, for getting the correct value, we are taking limit here. Okay, we are taking limit here. So we are just dividing by this delta v to the left side also. Okay, to the left side also. So by dividing by delta v, or we are taking the limit, that's why. So the remaining term will be del by dx divided by del by x plus del by dy divided by del by y plus del by dz divided by del by z is equal to, it is the closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar, and we are dividing here by delta v. We are dividing there by delta v. So as a limit, when we are taking the limit, so it can be expressed as del by dx divided by del by x plus del by dy. Sorry. dy divided by del by y plus del by dz divided by del by z is equal to, now we have to take the limit as this delta v tends to 0, okay, of this closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar divided by delta v. Okay, and this closed surface integral right side झाली का complete? Side complete झाली आहे ना?
Yes.
Okay. So it is equal to q, right? We all know the Gauss law. This q is equal to closed surface integral of d bar dot ds bar. Okay, so it is equal to q divided by delta v, limit राहिलं. So it is equal to limit as delta v tends to 0 of this q divided by delta v. Okay, so can anyone tell me what is this q divided by v? Q divided by v. In previous lecture only I told you. What is this q divided by yes? What is this q divided by L?
Rho V.
Rho v. Correct. Correct. Okay. It is the volume charge density, that is rho v. So this limit as delta v tends to 0 of this q divided by delta v is nothing but rho v, and it is the volume charge density. Volume charge density. Okay, so we can write this equation now as this dabba dx divided by dabba x plus dabba dy divided by dabba y plus dabba dz divided by dabba z is equal to rho v. I'll write here, and first equation I am writing here. So can anyone tell me what is this one, this equation? You studied divergence, curl, gradient, right? So gradient is which type of quantity, scalar ki vector? Gradient scalar quantity hai ka vector quantity? You have studied del operator. Okay.
Scalar.
No. Gradient is a vector quantity. Okay. Your divergence is scalar quantity and your curl is again vector quantity. Okay. So here this is a scalar quantity. This is the partial differentiation with respect to x, y and z. Okay. So this is partial derivative when we are considering vector d bar. Okay. So this is the divergence. Okay. This is the divergence. Okay. So I can write this as divergence of this d bar, divergence of this vector d bar, which is equal to this quantity okay, and it is written as, this is a single bar only, remember, okay, and it is nothing but del dot d bar, del dot d bar. Okay, so we can finally write this equation as del dot d bar is equal to rho v, and this, or we can also write as this rho v is equal to del dot d bar, and this is the point form of Gauss law. This is the point form of Gauss law. Okay, so this is your final equation, and this equation is important. Del dot d bar is equal to rho v. Remember always, झोपेत जरी विचारलं तरी लक्षात पाहिजे. Okay, so in this way we covered all the applications of Gauss law. In next lecture we'll see the divergence theorem and some examples also we'll see. Okay, so if you have noted, just tell me. completed? And everyone, please read whatever you have seen or whatever you learned today. It is very important. Okay, कारण आज जे शिकलाय ते आजच बघितलं तर कळेल, परत बघितलं तर म्हणजे एक्झॅक्ट काय घेतले हे and how these steps are coming, you may not get that. So read everything. Okay, so I hope you noted all this, and I'm sharing notes also. So for today we'll stop here. Thank you all and have a nice day. Thank you.